Hello and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Thanks Take 5. I'm your host, Brian Proctor, and of course, this is a show where we allow our guests to thank that one person who's made a positive impact on their career or their life. And I'm excited today to be joined by CJ Arlotta. CJ and I have met recently online, and he's a phenomenal PR type of guy. And CJ, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me on the show, Brian. Really appreciate it.
Cool. Well, listen, let's just dive in. Who are we thanking today?
So we're thanking Joe Panettieri. He's one of my mentors, and I actually started with him when I began my journalism career. I actually was working in politics for a little bit in college, working on political campaigns, and I was looking to do some more work to make some more extra money. So I took a look at my skill set and realized I was an okay writer. So I might as well try to pursue something in that part-time. So I actually went online on Craigslist, and we laugh at this story every single time, and looked for job opportunities. And I found a job posting that Joe had for his publication at the time. So we connected. And I started writing for him part-time while I was in college. I came out of college and worked in government for a little bit, doing communications. And then while I was doing that, he reached out, told me that, hey, I have a full-time opportunity for you for the publication that he was running, and he'd like to have me on board. So I started with him in my journalism career. And along the way, he really helped me pursue the journalism track, teach me about journalism, teaching me how to cover the industry we were covering at the time, and taught me a lot also about leadership and how to treat your team members.
And so when you look back, because I know you're a young guy, so this probably wasn't that long ago, but when you look back, he's obviously made an impact on you. What were some of the things that you took away from him that you're using now in your career that you took from him?
So one of the things is he was always creative with content. He at the time, from the editorial standpoint, everybody in the industry knew him, and he was kind of a one-man show. So he was able to be flexible and nimble with the coverage, and he was able to get these quick interviews that some of the other publications weren't able to get at the time. He also taught me about leadership and running your own team. He was always very family first when it came to these things. And he was always looking out for his team members, putting us first, asking, what we wanted to do, how he could help. And so some of those leadership traits I try to employ today working with my team members.
Yeah, and you're very active in the hospitality side of PR, working with a lot of clients and other clients as well, and other industries. How did you get into that? Was that through through something he'd shown you about conferences and events and things like that nature, and the importance of those, or?
Well, so when I worked with Joe, I was covering the tech space. So I worked with him, covered the tech space for a number of years. I found my way into healthcare briefly, and then after that, I found my way into the hospitality space. So he definitely set me on that career journey as a journalist in the B2B trade publication space. And so he helped me learn about journalism. He helped me write, conference coverage. He helped me write different forms of content. So really, he was the launching pad into my journalism career.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're doing really well. Like I said, you're a young guy, and I think that's terrific. Is he still in the business? Does he still act as a mentor to you?
He does still act as a mentor to me. He's actually created and sold a number of publications since. He's still a mentor to me, and we keep in touch. And I think we're actually supposed to be grabbing a dinner this week, which I'm looking forward to.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. Well, listen, it sounds like he's made a big impact on your life.
Yeah.
And so, thanks to Joe for that. I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. I can't thank you enough for being on the show. I think I'm going to end this like I always do, folks. If it's Tuesday, you know what that means. Let's get out there and thank somebody, and they're going to love it, and you're going to feel good doing it. So, CJ, thank you so much for joining me today and giving thanks to Joe.
Thanks, Brian. Really appreciate it.